Just one more minute, one more second. Dante just burst in, but then like took one step into my room and then was like, "Nah, I'm fucking out of here. It is too hot in here." And then was like, "Pete," just staring at me like, "Dude, what are you doing? Why aren't you coming downstairs? You should go downstairs. Let's go outside. Let's go hang outside." He was trying really hard to get him to go outside. It's nice outside right now, but we have a stream going through our garden and bugs. Fucking bugs. Bugs are annoying. Okay, I think I'm ready. I'm ready for love. So, blessed liquid refreshment. Oh, wait. Cool. Seals up. Use about. Hello, Eric. Hello, Debs. Sup, Doodly. Hello. Sup, Debs. Sup, Claire. Oh, multi-ink. Hello, hello. Glad it's winter here. South Africa? Where's winter right now? Somewhere in the southern equator, I'm guessing. It's the I'm sitting on the sofa because my chair is leather, and this isn't actually much better, to be honest, but I'm closer to the window here as well. So I every now and then a breeze go by. I've turned my fan off. Might turn the fan back on in a minute. Because yeah, we'll gauge it on like how red my face becomes, basically. Oh, how's my weekend? Weekend was warm. It's my payday the other day, and so to treat myself, because I did well last month with money, bought myself my first 2 real grade Gunpla, and like, oh my god, they're so much better than high grades, and I managed to get them for the same price that I've paid for my high grades, and so I literally spent like 3 days non-stop now, well, just since the last stream, basically, building plastic toy, as you do. Thank you, it's familiar though. That's spooky. This is my blankie. I've had this since I was about 8 or 9. Had a different blankie before it, and I used to take it with me everywhere. It was made by my grandma Smarties, and literally like a few months after she passed away, we were visiting my aunt in London, and my cousins in London, and I'd taken my blankie with me. And at some point, I let go of it on the London Underground, and my parents, bless them, we went back through all the stations. We went looking for it. We asked every warden and attendant there, like, but it was gone. And I've comforted myself to this day by thinking and knowing that, hoping and praying that, there's like some homeless kid out there, like my mum was like, she said to me at the time, she was like, just think there might be some kid your age out in the streets tonight, and that blanket's gonna keep them warm. And I've comforted myself with that belief ever since, because this blankie has always felt like an imitation, an imposter, not the real thing. My mum made it, but my great grandma, my grandma Smarties had passed away. My mum made this with lots of love, but it just wasn't the same, Hello, Potter. Sup, Potter. No, it was Potter. Just have to say Potter. Hello, Mooney. Sup, New Zealand. So yeah, south of the equator, and easily my favorite country that I travel to, and the place I want to move to. And my God, I loved New Zealand. Like, New Zealand is heaven. Actually, heaven. Just, oh my God, what a fucking country. Spent a month in New Zealand, and it was like, it was the start of my gap year travels, and it was the best part of my gap year travels. It was when I had the most fun. I was the most confident, and had like lots of bad stuff still happened. Like, that's when I tried salvia for the first time, and that's when I drank so much alcohol I put a small hole in my stomach. You'll know of this place, Mr. or Mrs. or just whatever, multi-ink. I mean, that's my answer, isn't it? You'll know the answer. You'll know this place. The landlord only died back in like 2011 or 12 or 13 or something. Recently. But it was like a town with a population of 1, and there's a pub that makes up this town with a population of 1, and it's just like backpackers stop there. It's like this old guy, and they do like fancy dress nights, and just backpackers stop there on our buses and drink, and they do really good food. But they had a deal on where if you downed a bottle of wine, you got your next bottle of wine free. So I bought a bottle of white wine, downed it. They gave me a bottle of white wine, and I downed that to get the third one as well. And then halfway through drinking that bottle of wine, I started like projectile vomiting blood everywhere. Yeah. Really, really fucked the place up. I vomited like blood literally everywhere. I just fucked the place up. I fell through a window. I was messy. I was a really, really, really stupid 18-year-old. Oh, blanket looks like Dan Flash's original. Oh my God, leather chair, good by asking. I sticks that shit like Velcro when it's hot. That's very adorable. I think I just recognised it from childhood friends' houses. Oh, terrible. Yeah. Blankie's great. Everyone's got, like, anyone who lies about, like, still having a cuddly animal or blankie or something is probably someone who's just experienced the typical, like, patriarchal, misogynistic abuse of cold, detached parents who and really shit friends who don't allow them to still have, like, attachment to happy things. But whatever. Hey, Percy. Yeah, New Zealand's just the best. Oh my God. Feel bad for you, Potter. I've heard every Harry Potter joke. Plus, I have an uncle named Harry. Yeah, I imagine. Yeah, oh, man. I don't know, like, just in a town, and there was a head shop there, and we bought salvia, and it was like the last town before we hit this place. God, it was before, like, it was after that we then went to. It was like our last stop on the North Island, I think, before we went to the South Island. I think it was like one of our last stops for like Wellington. That really shitty fucking ferry crossing. It's grim as shit. And then it hit South Island, and it's just like, oh my god, welcome to actual heaven. Yeah. I did like the whole Franz Ferdinand skydiving over Lake Taupo, glowworm caves in Faitomo, and like, yeah, I spent a month in New Zealand. Just spent like 3 nights and 2 to 3 nights in as many places as I could. Yeah, it was, and I did like the 15,000-foot skydive, so it's free fall for a minute, and then I did the Nevis bungee in Queenstown. That's another big recommendation, which at the time was like the 3rd highest bungee jump in the world, which is really fun. And there is a video of me on this channel doing that. Actually, yeah, that's a funny video. I'll link everyone to that video at the end of this. Yeah. Although also in like the Franz Josef Glacier, because like that place is mad. Franz Josef Glacier in New Zealand, to everyone else, is the only place in the world where there is a glacier with like never melt ice, prehistoric ice that is melting, sadly. There is a glacier, and the walk to it is like the most surreal thing ever, because it just looks so close the entire time. It always looks near, and you just keep walking and walking and walking. It takes so long getting to it because it's fucking huge. It's a mountain, it's a glacier. But it's the only glacier in the world that has parrots flying over it, which is just a really surreal thing. There's a whole bunch of parrots that live there because there's a jungle surrounding the glacier. So you're like, am I cold place or am I warm place? I could do some ASMR. Could you let Dante into your room, because he's going to overheat in here, because I don't have the fan on at the moment as well. Could you let Dante in next door? He's scratching at mid door and being a sad boykie, most likely. Thank you. Yeah, I went on some adventures when I was younger. Like I mentioned in the last stream, I just was obsessed with doing the whole I'm doing a gap year. And it was fun. It was good. I was just very, very, very insecure, and had very bad preconceptions and insecurities and just beliefs, and like I didn't get the most out of it that I could have done. I could have had a much better time. Like, it's the sort of thing I wish I could have done with my current mindset on life, and medicated, and all sorts of other stuff. Because like it was amazing. It was so much fun, but it was also like when my insomnia was pretty much some of its worst. So like I I was doing all this stuff, crazy shit all day, every day, getting back to like hostels and stuff, and then not sleeping, just not sleeping at all. It's weird feeling like adrenaline and excited and like happy that you're doing these crazy things and seeing these beautiful things every day, but also feeling insanely alone and depressed because you're too insecure to talk to anyone else, and like you're on a bus with like 50 other people. Similar, in my head, I was like, gotta chat to people, just go chat to them. And I was just so insecure, just couldn't talk to people. I really struggled with it badly. Yeah, it's interesting. It was an interesting time, but it still had some amazing times nonetheless, like really good times. I can't remember what it's called, but the very most southern point of the southern island, there's a huge forest. Like it's a weird place. It's like just the ultimate sticks in terms of sticks, really, but also like the most beautiful place I've ever been. Something Sounds, Milford Sounds or something. I don't know. But near there, there's also a forest and stuff. And like me and my friend that I was traveling with, we just went for this hike, and then it started getting really dark. And we were like, right, let's head back to the hostel, but we won't make it back in time following the path we've been following. So let's just like cut through the woods. And, oh my God. That's like one of the scariest, most terrifying things I've ever done that didn't lead to any kind of actual injury or harm. Just being in the middle of nowhere, actually in the middle of nowhere. We'd left our bus at this point. You know, we had like 2 days left in New Zealand before we were meant to be going home, and we're going to Australia. But and oh my god, we were just fucked. We were so scared. We were so lost. It was so scary. Like phones had zero signals. There's no signal even at the hostel that we were staying at there. And we were using our flashlights, and the phones died. Phones weren't very good in 2009. 2009, I think I went traveling. So yeah, it was grim. When not, that's not the issue I have, but apparently I've disconnected. My connection is unstable, apparently. We'll see what happens. This is just internet being shit this time. See you later, Potter. Potter, go do your chores. Clean up, Potter. Man, I miss, what's his face, Alan Rickman. God. I was having this chat with Doodles the other day before yesterday, I think, about how like I really love the Harry Potter films. I enjoyed reading the books, but even as a kid, I could tell the books were written kind of shit. But the films, man, Alan Rickman, like, you can't beat Alan Rickman. You just can't. So good. Oh, all right. 11 people watching. I need 10 thumbs up in that case and then I'll paint my nails. We'll see how this goes. I've got supplies. Oh, Dante gonna break in again. Also, better let Dante in. 1 sec. Poor boy was like walking around in circles looking all and so I've had to turn the fan on because last year, year before that, terrified of the fan. The second the fan turned on, he would leave the room. Towards the end of last summer, he started getting used to it. This summer, he was just like, yeah, put that fucking fan on me. Like, oh, no, it's okay. Sorry, I'm happy. Oh, sorry, boy. I think he's just annoyed at me having my hand on him, though. You warm, Dante. You can come on up. I won't touch you. Okay, you're going to lie down on the floor in front of the fan. That's fair enough. Yeah, Dante Butt is like the classic and the standard, to be honest. Like, if I ever tried to film or take a photo or do anything with Dante, just butt. Butt is what occurs 99% of the time. Am I even making sound? According to YouTube, I'm not. Is this working? Am I making noises? Pretty funny if it wasn't, wouldn't it? Pretty tragic. Poor boy. He needs the fan. He's got his water in his here as well. He's got a nice big bowl of water. Cool. cool, I'm making sounds, no worries. Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is English, to be honest. Oh, hey, Seawolf. And hey, Smoke Meal. Yeah, I'm not sure if any of this counts as the English language. I know it's mostly just like rumbles at the moment. But isn't that what's popular? I should be reading some like Reddit no sleep stories, shouldn't I? That's what I should be doing. Like if I was reading Reddit no sleep stories, and had a anime picture as my avatar, you could call me British Corpse. I don't know if my voice is that gravelly. Because my voice is gravelly and as low as Corpse Husband. What do we think? How do we feel? Is this ready for some late night no sleep? And then is the man turned around, blah blah blah. Right. I did say I'd paint my nails. I suppose I should do that. Got to do what I said. I'm nervous. Show you the colours I got. And don't worry, I'll move the camera and stuff to make it possible to see me. So we've got this, whatever this is, Poundland. Literally, just was like, Mum, you buy me that dark colour and a bright colour. She's like, yeah, go for it. So sweet. It's got some Poundland nail polish. I got some yellow. Quick dry, apparently. Quick dry. Let's see what happens. Is that purple? It's like burgundy purple, yeah, I suppose, yeah, it is. Weird colour. It's a bit like smushed up berries. And like so the reason for this is like, as I'm always saying, I'm obsessed with Sun Arby. He is my personal crush of a streamer. Beautiful man. And no problem. And he sometimes paints his nails, but always very badly, really badly. And then Simply Naillogical reacted to him and taught him how to paint his nails. And she was talking about using liquid latex to like protect around the area to make it easier so you don't get nail varnish all over your skin. And it just so happens that I have liquid latex. I have latex rubber for doing like pewter casting and stuff. So as well as nail varnish, I got liquid latex. I have no idea how to apply it. Do I need to get a paintbrush? I've got fuckloads of paintbrushes. Chat, I'm relying on your help for this, by the way. I do need assistance in knowing how to do this. So what to use to apply liquid latex rubber to my cuticles and things. I'm not stalling, I'm asking for help. God, shocking behavior. What do I need? Use a brush. Use a brush. Just like, okay. Just throw no brushes off. No, Sunday Lounge isn't going to be the smooth, refined, perfected streams that are my midweek streams. The high quality, fact finding and lengthy knowledge digs that those are. Okay, Sunday Lounges is going to be me, tired, probably quite stoned, fucking around for an hour or two. And trying my hardest to annoy my chat. Use a brush with the latex, fine brush and toothpick. Use a cotton bud with a remover to clean up. But yeah, brush with the latex. My liquid latex came with a brush. It's for like movie makeup though. Mine's like Hobbycraft liquid latex for everything. Like it's for everything. Just generic liquid latex. It's like the ugliest looking liquid latex ever. It's completely like undyed and unbleached, so it just dries into this really disgusting brown yellow. Looks good. All right, find a brush. Oh no, what I really need is a hot tub. Just do it like Twitch. Twitch have banned hot tub streams. Are they allowed on YouTube? No, hot tub streaming would probably be allowed anyway because, you know, free the nipple and all that. Latex makeup is Granddaddy pulling a Mission Impossible on us. This isn't my real face. This is my real face. Sorry. Right. Let me grab a brush. Sorry for being creepy. Wait, what? Sex pond videos? Sex pond videos on TikTok? I've never heard of a hot tub being called a sex pond before. No, that is a brilliant name. Absolutely brilliant name, my friend. Oh, my friend was house sitting for his dad the other day, and his dad is like he's not single and ready to mingle, but he did get divorced and whatever in his later years, and then like, you know, he turned this place into just the dream bachelor pad for your average like 16 to 18-year-old slash 40 to 60-year-old. Is pretty peng. The place, I can't lie, it's really like it's the most American looking place in the UK I've ever been. Like it feels like you're stepping into some Texan outback like bar ranch. I don't know. It's really cool. But he's got like a, how long was it? 4-meter wave pool slash hot tub. Really stupidly oversized, kind of absurd. But it's one that like makes a current and you can swim against it. Ridiculous. My friend was just like, I never thought my dad was that minted. Yeah, he's hiding something from you, mate. Yeah, like that 70s show basement, but outdoors. More like, no, not like that 70s show basement, not at all, actually. No. More like Red Foreman's dream outdoor beer with the lads space. You know, it looked like my friend's dad is Red Foreman if Red Foreman had divorced. That looks like him, acts like him, shouts like him. Yeah, My dad's also a bit like Red Foreman in many a terrifying way. It upsets me. He's like Red Foreman in the good ways and the bad ways. Anyway, I'm just stalling again. I'm so sorry. But now, because I'm nervous, I also need to do my thing. The bubbles. Purple was just the first choice I went for, and I'm glad it was the right pick. Danny Masterson, oh man, I was so sad. That, like, again, that's one of those things that's made watching that 70s show slightly harder for me, because it's one of my all-time favorite shows, absolutely, ever. I've rewatched that, like, that's nuts. Sorry, Bobo, if you're watching this, because it's like one of the questions she asked me the other day. I was like, that 70s show would have been a good answer. But yeah, then, well, because it's not my favorite show anymore, though, to be fair. It used to be one of my favorite shows, and then Danny Masterson. Indeed, why? Better be hollowed out. I understand that because I've seen 5 minutes of simply neological talk. Like, what the fuck is that woman's issue? I don't want to be sexist or misogynistic here. So, sorry. But, oh my god, what is... Like, what? Why? She's ruining holographic shit for me. JoJo's is, like, my favorite show, but also not my favorite show. JoJo season 1 and 2, season 2 in particular, is my most rewatched thing ever. But I need to rewatch season 3 is dope as well. Like, season 3 does get better every time you rewatch it. And I do need to rewatch season 4 again. And I really need to, we do need to rewatch season 5. Okay, we do need to rewatch that soon. I'm just saying, it's not my favorite show. I just need to rewatch every season of it, okay? It's hard, because I also, I really want to rewatch all of, like, Tengen Topper and Hunter x Hunter and Gundam and anime. God damn it. I have too many favorite shows. It's my curse. I love it's because, depending on what mood or my mental state I'm in, I will think of a completely different thing each time. Like, yeah, but come on. If you said our favorite show, I'd instantly go to JoJo's. No shit. But my favorite show? Just too many things, depending on the mindset and where I'm at in life. I haven't even watched any of them. I wouldn't know where to start. Everyone should watch JoJo's. It's such a ride. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is just such a fucking ride. To understand my sense of, like, my perfect media, if you want to know my perfect film, watch Redline. Nothing will explain my idea of what perfection is better than watching Redline. That is it's the best film ever made. Enjoy. I miss nothing. Just chilling. Creepy. Hella creepy. Right. Bubbles than paint. What do I need to, like, put the mic next to my nails? That would be terrible. Train to Busan was so fucking good. K drama / horror. Train to Busan was so fucking good. So fucking good. I feel like horror and K stuff as well. No sympathy for Mr. Vengeance, no sympathy for Mrs. Vengeance, the entire Vengeance trilogy. Old Boy, obviously, but like, if you guys haven't watched Old Boy, then just stop watching this stream and go watch Old Boy now, because it's better than me. Best film ever made. That's also like, my head. There's too many best films ever made in this head. Oh, fuck the Junji Ito animes. Nothing Junji Ito / anime ever. Read Junji Ito, read the manga, and then watch Super Eye Patch Wolf's video explaining why Junji Ito will never be adapted successfully into anime ever. And then apply that same logic to Berserk and a ton of other really good manga out there and comics out there, why it just won't ever work. You can't convert Junji Ito's art style and page turns into an animation. It destroys it. It just destroys it. The only one that could remotely work if it were redone as an anime would be Gyo, because Gyo is the stupidest thing ever made. Gyo would totally work as a like really high budget Western horror film. Yeah, it would really work. Like if Hollywood put like $400 million into making Gyo, put like Marvel money into making Gyo, that would be a fucking good film that I would watch. You just have to not get Scarlett Johansson to play the main girl in it. Junji Ito is an author. He's just really good author. Everything he's done is good. GYO is my starting place. Gyo be my starting place for a bit of Junji Ito insanity in your life if you want some of his stuff. And the first Junji Ito thing to read, because it's a short story, is The Fault of Amigara something or another. It's just so good. I'm just gonna search for it and put a link for it in the fucking chat, because it's one of the best things I've ever read in my life. I've read it now about 10. I don't know how many times I've read it. I've shown it to every friend I have, and then always sat there with them reading it side by side so many times, because the enigma of Amigara Fault is honestly never, ever, ever gets not spine chilling for me. It's so weird. I think I've found a image gallery of the whole thing. That could be decent. There are no good Junji Ito adaptations. There are none. It doesn't work. Gyo just hilariously worked for the first episode because the shark flying through the door. I'm just about to link it. Because this is so good. Oh my god! Like I'm half like. I should have just done this on fucking what's his face OBS. It would have been slower and shitter and laggier and less high quality. But then we could have like read this together. That could have been fun. Oh man, manga reading live streams narrated by me. That could be a thing. Have any of you seen, again talking East Asian and horror, Big Tit Zombies in 3D? I own a very rare copy of that incredible film, Big Tit Zombies in 3D. Got to say the full name every time. Made by the Japanese porn star Sora Ai when she quit doing porn. Made a film called Big Tit Zombies in 3D. And it's, you know, when a film isn't so bad it's good, but is just so bad it's bad. It's that. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. Yeah, no worries. I expect you got half your lot to be AFK. No worries. No, I'm just rambling, aren't I? 40 minutes in and I haven't even started yet. I'm terrible. If you blow a whistle and also call you out on your internalized transphobia. Wait, I'm confused. Wait. Yeah, oh, right, yeah. Internalized transphobia is the best type of transphobia. I mean, yeah, it literally is, because whilst it still hurts someone, that person is less likely to hurt others, except in the case of somebody like Blair White, in which case her internalized transphobia becomes explicitly overtly externalized, and then just becomes externalized transphobia. Yeah. Yeah. I just mind fucked myself there. Cradle of Fear. Oh god, I feel like I recognized that from when I was watching awful films at uni. At uni, we just binge watched so much fucking shit. It's insane. Doing drugs and watching shit. Yeah, living the life, really. If we're talking about music, Proto Men, that would be a band I recommend. That's my favorite band to recommend to anyone and try and get people into, so that they can learn the legend of Proto Man. I like rock operas. I'm having one more bonk, and then I'm actually doing this. I don't know if anyone can hear me. I don't even know what the fuck you lot are talking about anymore. Consider the video game series Parasite Eve as a sequel to a low-budget movie adaptation of the Japanese novel Parasite Eve from the very early 90s, which was translated to English later. Okay. I'm considering it. My brain is probably as broken as everyone else's right now. Consider, it's very possible, based on how I'm acting right now, I may just have heat stroke. Right. Coughing ASMR. Dying ASMR. I don't know I would always make my own shark-infested custard, and still do to this very day, because I fucking love custard. You just get half, just pour yourself, get a whole carton of custard, the entire carton, pour it into a microwavable dish, chuck that in the microwave for 3 minutes, stir it, another minute, stir it, get a whole slab of chocolate, break it into little squares, pour it in there, and then stir that all up. And just fucking like start eating before all the chocolate completely melts. And, oh my god, heaven! And then pour that on top of like some sticky toffee pudding, and then have that after a big roast, and yeah. Custard and real ice cream are basically the same thing, and it's egg and cream that makes custard custard. Just suck it, vegans. Sorry, vegan fans. No, right? Except vapes make me cough like shit, but oh. Yeah, shark-infested custard. That's exactly what I said, shark-infested custard. The sharks are the squares of chocolate, because when they poke out the custard, they look like a little shark fin. Okay, don't mock me. Might just be mocking myself. Right, here we go. 1 liter latex liquid rubber. Oh yeah. Very classy. Don't know what I'm gonna do on the mic. Nah, you were mocking me. I felt it. I felt very attacked. It's also like, you know, you're like just attack everyone in the comments. Everyone's chatting up. Just gonna pour it all over my face and make a cast of my face actually, and then like pour like molten pewter into that, selling like $1,000 a piece pewter casts of my face. Like a Greek Adonis. I'm not gonna do that. Damn no. Damn crazy fools. Right, we're doing this. So, yeah. All right. Ah, there we go. Easy. Barely an inconvenience. Is that how they do it? I thought they just like would go, oh, that's, don't put straws in your nostrils so you can breathe. And well, I'd actually just put a straw in my mouth, I think. Yeah, I'd just like pull a slight out. Give it the blue steel. And just have a straw there or something. Okay. Let's get closer so you can see. I'm literally just a male Twitch thought now, aren't I? Just need a low cut top on. How am I saying? Why am I saying like this? It's comfy, okay? Oh my god. There. It's the first time, right? Right. Oh, get out of you. Jesus. I'm gonna go on with the Vicky latex to protect myself. I should have really started off with the right hand, so I did the harder part first. Maybe I'll just do my left hand. No, I will attempt my right hand. I'm not a coward. Not gonna wuss out. There you go. This is working nicely. This light just goes on easy. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Yeah. Cool. Man, really? I thought the polish would survive being peeled off because it's like a varnish, a lacquer sort of thing, isn't it? Guess it will. No, I know it will. Just like when I'm doing my modelling, I do know exactly what you mean. Cool. One thumb. What up, uh-oh? What up, Keith? What up, Norman? What up? Yep. Metro. How are you all doing? How the devil is everyone? Here to enjoy watching me get crud all over me. It's hilarious. Like, I used to do this with glue in school on purpose. Did you ever get those, like, not the glue sticks, but like roll-on glue, and it was like in these blue bottles, and it smelled really weird. Just like this, to be honest. It might just be latex, basically. With a bit of PVA added to it or something. And yeah, with all the kids, not all the kids, me and the other weird kids, we'd paint it like all over our hands and stuff whenever we got a chance in lesson. And the teachers would be like, "Get that off you," because that was half the fun, is like letting it dry and then peeling it off. And then it was great because like afterwards your hands would be sparkling clean, absolutely sparkling. It's just like doing model painting, except I'm doing it on myself. Family party hitting the live stream. Love it. Fucking love it. Yep. Family parties are exhausting. I just don't understand extrovert people. Why does anyone want to do anything like that ever? Man, I'm like getting on my nail. Careful, Pete. Right. Say that one's done. Say that one's done. Yeah, we threw Pritt sticks at the ceiling and like chopped off bits and like lobbed them at each other in general. Also, fucking, oh god, the boys' toilets. I don't know if the girls did it. Boys' toilets. Oh my god. I don't think anyone ever like poops in them ever. Because if you did, the thing that happened to you that happened to me when I was in like year 7, literally like in the in-betweeners, not even joking. That is based on the reality of British schools, where you go to take a shit in the toilet in like year 7 or 8, and then there's some other kids come walking in, and they're like, "Oh, somebody's in the cubicle," and then they'll go in all the other cubicles. From the end one, they'll go and like, you know, they're just they don't design cubicles for privacy for kids for some reason. And then yeah, they'll like stand over, they'll stand on the toilets and stand over and like look under to see who's in there, like fucking perverted sick freaks, and then spit on you and stuff. They'll start spitting on you and trying to like untie your shoelaces whilst you shit, because my school was filled with psychotic freaks who thought human suffering was really funny. Quite simply. But so the toilets were actually the main use of toilet paper in the toilets was for like spitballs. Like kids would just pour entire like toilet rolls down the loo, and they're like the really disgusting cheap newspaper style toilet paper anyway. It's grim. Or make like giant spitballs, but not spitballs, as I say, just using a sink, and then lob them at the ceiling and get them to stick on the ceiling as these giant like toilet paper stalactites, and then just like wait in the year 11 cloakroom outside when somebody went into the toilet after lobbing a load of them on the ceiling, and then just crack up and laugh as you hear them like, "Oh, what the fuck!" as they like start falling on stuff. And you just go into the toilet, and because like there were so many on the ceiling, and some of them stay up there for days, if not weeks. And teachers would never fucking clean a thing. Cleaners wouldn't clean anything. It's disgusting. Yeah, you'd just be going for a piss to wash your hands one day, and the toilet paper would fall, wouldn't you? And then all the fucking water fountains, just inevitably, like first day of school, every day, every year, first day of school, some kids would just go around shoving chewing gum in all of them. Either that, or they were just never ever cleaned in my entire 5 years there, because there was always fucking chewing gum, and it was fucking disgusting. And teachers wouldn't always have like a bottle of water or anything in class. You'd ask permission, you have to raise your hand and ask permission to drink water, and that meant leaving class to go to a water fountain if you were fucking lucky, even in the middle of summer. And like, yeah, it was maybe expected in certain like science labs and science tech classes and stuff, computer classes maybe, make sure bottles are away and stuff, but I'm just talking like maths and RS and stuff. Our school's just dumb with its rules. It's kids being dehydrated and passing out from the heat and stuff helps their concentration and grades somehow, in the logic of apparently every teacher and member of staff and faculty at my school. Right. I've gummed up, latex up the fingers. Ew, feels. I hate it. I hate it. Suddenly, the feeling of the sensation of stuff under my nails just overwhelmed me. Let's see what you're all saying. Oh, that was everyone after that ranting. Oh. Yeah, kids were doing classes too. It was hilarious when one of those stalactites would just drop on someone in class and just spitball start with the glue. Yeah, with the glue balls. Yeah, dropping someone in the class. It was hilarious. Oh. Don't know, Keith. No idea. You have a semi? Sorry, I'm semi. Right. Yeah, is he putting glue on his cuticles, basically? Yeah, it's liquid latex. Sup, Bobo? Relate to every word. Good. Dissections were always good for stuff being thrown around. We did one dissection in year 11, and it was fish eyeballs. One dissection. That's it. Only time we ever looked at, like, we did so little practical in science at my school. And again, one of the best schools in the country, apparently, just because of the grades we get there. We only get the grades because of the area. Ooh. Yeah, the eyeballs lesson was quite funny. Chunks of eyeball and stuff that go flying around, because trying to also cut fish eyes, very difficult, as it turns out. Yep. Hating school. Not everyone loved school, eh? Yeah, it killed all my friends. Loved school, my school. They fucking loved it there because they had each other, sort of thing. Like all my best friends, I've mentioned them before, my friends group, where I'm in this WhatsApp group, and my 8 best friends, 9 of us in this group, 4 of them are doctors. The ones that aren't doctors, mint. They have good jobs. They're good friends. I love them. I'm not jealous at all, ever. And they all fucking loved school, and I didn't like become friends with them till college. But yeah. Oh yeah, wetting toilet paper and throwing at the bathroom ceiling. I did that all day long. Yeah, I mean, I must say I was guilty of doing it a few times too. Like, is this a Brit? I think it is a Brit thing, which is disgusting here in England, aren't we? We see like Americans, like we watch like American Nickelodeon stuff, and you'd always like have your food fights and stuff. That never ever happened in any of my schools. Like, there was never any epic canteen food fights. Instead, there'll just be people like fighting, um, and people being gross in general. Dante's trying to come in again. 1 secondo. Let us try another time. All right, Dante is back, but he's like sat in the corner, and I've just put the fan like directly on him. So he's by himself in the corner with the fan on him, looking adorable. Because I don't want him to die. Just so you can. My poor boyki. But he's in the perfect spot because he's got his fan and he's got a bowl of water. So he's not a dumb dog. He's a smart dog. He's picked the best location possible. Oh. I spitballed my sister as a joke once and got yelled at. I spitballed again. Spitballed to the back head all the time, fucking class at times, depending on the class. It's quite owl pellets. Oh, yeah, gross. My best friend got eyeball innards in a face during school dissections. Ew. Get the cow's eyeballs? Tiny fish, sheep's hearts? Man. You winked at your teacher and she had to leave the room? Oh. Yeah, we had a rule. We had the rules in our logbook that you had to carry around at all times. And school's just fucking rough everywhere, isn't it? Someone shat in a bag, stole a girl's shoe, and put them both in my form teacher's desk. Nice. Wow. Nickelodeon's done the crap on it now. I wish I was on it in the 80s, though. There was all kinds of weird shows that made less sense than the ones they have now. Yeah, it actually has improved. At first, I thought you were going to be shitting on it, and I was like, what the fuck are you on about? But no, it has improved. It was far creepier. What's that fucking show that everyone's like getting aware of right now? Like, I'm so, in some ways, like as a kid, I was really depressed that I didn't have shit like Nickelodeon and any kind of Sky or cable TV. But now I'm kind of happy because, yeah, BBC and Channel 4 didn't fuck me up quite as much as just watching like straight up weird pedo shit all the time. It's that fucking show that's getting cancelled at the moment. Like everyone's looking at it again at the moment, being like, "Oh, the director of this was a foot fetishist for children. Look at this episode that is all about little children like sploshing. This is not okay." Fuck me. What's the name of that show? Yeah, poor Dante. So hot. Teach you to come smoke weed in the bushes with us. Cartoon Network, brain rot. Yeah. Again, I was so jealous of my friends that had Cartoon Network and Tsunamis. Always fucking wanted to watch it, but I think everyone that went to school in the UK has a story of somebody being stabbed with a pencil. That's official now. I'm just putting it down there. Every single one of us also being stabbed with a knife or being attempted to be stabbed with a knife or a chisel or something along those lines. In the same way, like again, it's not quite as bad as you guys in America with your guns that like kill entire classes of people. We only have one person stab one person normally. That is very rarely fatal ever in class. But it does. Everyone I know from England has a story of somebody getting stabbed. iCarly, yep, iCarly. Fuck me, what is wrong with that show? Oh my god, I saw like a 10-minute thing just talking about it. And I was like, saw this like sploshing scene. And I was like, adults, why were you letting your kids watch this? No, Ren and Stimpy is sick. Ren and Stimpy is so fucking good. Adult Swim, like I've watched so many shows from that. It's so good. There was that show with like Britney Spears' little sister. I swear that was creepy as fuck. I swear. Victorious and Sam and Cat were all creepy. I don't remember that. You see, I fortunately, it's not that I don't remember. Unfortunately, don't know. I remember you telling me, yep, somebody got stabbed in your school. And just came through salad fingers and repressed it after the birthing scene. God, salad fingers is flash shit. Anyway, let's paint my nails. Let's do it. I could talk about this shit forever. Zoe 101. I had a friend who was fucking obsessed with that. But we were in year 7. He was obsessed because he fancied her. You know, fair enough. But like, still, I don't know. Don't make like shows for kids to have people like, I don't know. Don't make shows for kids to fancy other kids. It's just unnecessary. Basically, sex was just sold continuously to us in the UK endlessly, and I'm glad that people are becoming aware of it and then trying to stop that so much. Something I will write a video essay on at some point: how American Pie et al. Fucked a generation of people in the head. You watch some creepy, weird shit though, dude. On Nickelodeon as well. You told me that. Sorry, nails. I don't know what you mean by nail ASMR. The mic's here. I'm not moving the mic, so it's still going to be me chatting just whilst I do my nails and get stressed at how difficult it is. Ooh. Bloody weirdo. Nail ASMR is coming. Whatever that means. I should have opened these before putting this shit all over my hand. Oh. Sorry. There was a small period. There was like 1 year where we randomly had Cartoon Network, and that was when Dexter's Lab, Ed, Ed and Eddie, and some other really good shows were on it at the time. So I did have Cartoon Network for a year. So I personally will rate the 1 year of Cartoon Network ad, and it also let us watch wrestling for some reason as well. I think like one night a week, my dad would like let us watch like half an hour of wrestling shit for about a month when I was in year 3. Jeez, we're going back a long time. Year 3. How old are we in year 3? We're 6, 7. I am Weasel. Yes, I am Weasel. Cat dog, dog cat. Where was cat dog? Yes. There was also Batman Beyond. It was also whilst like shit like X-Men, really good. That X-Men was about cow and chicken, so good. I'm Weasel, cow and chicken, cat dog. What is up, Pinky and the Brain? What is up with the naming conventions? Dexter's Lab. At university, I watched all of Samurai Jack because I had to. I still haven't watched the latest season of it, the ending season. I watched some episodes from it. I haven't finished watching it all. But the episodes I've seen were fucking beautiful. This is already peeling off. I fucked myself. I've spent too long chatting. Pinky on the brain, 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 brain. Most of the time I tried to get in Steven Universe, but turned off by art style. Yeah, I don't like Cal art style. Exactly, the current Cal art style is just boring and ugly, and I hate it. Even if the shows look kind of good. It's what made Adventure Time and regular shows so fucking good. That phase, when Adventure Time season 1 and 2 were airing and regular show season 1 was airing, oh my god, that was a fucking combo to play Pokemon and get really stoned to. Hey Arnold, so fucking good. Basically, every video, every TV show that Nerdstalgic, the YouTuber Nerdstalgic, talks about. Who, by the way, Nerdstalgic, it's really weird. He was like a gaming YouTuber. A gaming YouTuber got a huge backlash and got completely cancelled, and then re-emerged one day as Nerdstalgic and started doing really well as Nerdstalgic, and nobody cares or has noticed. It's really strange. Yeah, fucking 90s shows had banging themes, basically. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Until that happened, until they fucking went and Scrappy and Scooby-Dooed it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I should stop, like, putting all my weight on my arm that I'm using to paint. Maybe? That would be a good idea. Maybe, just maybe. You. Don't let it dry so fast. Ah! So, it's gonna, like, whack it on Speedy style. Pretty thick, but, I mean, did a thing there, right? We just, like, fucking went for it, right? That's how you do. I need more light. What's my laptop? It'll be okay for a minute or two. Oh. That's too much light. Still too much light. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's pretty good, right? I have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on VHS next to my bedroom. I've been meaning to put it on my display shelf in here for so long and keep forgetting to, because we've got a whole load of it. But it's even better because it's from South Africa. So, well, one of them is from the UK. So one of them isn't called Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because ninjas were considered bad and scary and dangerous here in the UK and South Africa, and so they were called Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. Because you can't be a bad, scary ninja. You have to be a hero. So I'm like, just going like, dripping nail varnish on my fingers. I'm just going on with the yellow to start, because then I figure I can go easier. We're rolling with it on with the black. And I'm just like, listen. This is a similar consistency to the modeling paints I use. And in fact, I know you can use nail varnish as modeling paint, basically. It's a very similar thing. I might have to buy myself more £1 nail varnishes to use as modelling paint, because this is a really nice colour. This would totally work for my Gumplers, like, feelings. Oh yeah. The boys fly it up. Oh, how's that looking? It's pretty yellow. Now what? Now do I just sit here like this for ages? Yeah. Dog hairs. Go away, dog hairs. Floating dog hair just flew through. Oh yeah, peel off the latex. Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh, oh, oh. This is the ASMR moment, isn't it? Sorry. I mean, that wasn't that special, was it? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There you go. I made the noise for you. Ooh, ooh. Wow, wasn't that amazing? Okay. If I just blow cool air, like if it's a fan, like I've just got a regular fan, if I just use the fan that I'm using for my laptop, will that work to do it faster? Is it Poundland? Is it Poundland? £1. Oh, it's lost its label. The label's gone. No, it was on the lid. Makeup gallery time to shine. Quick dry nail color. Bye, Otto. Family just. It's funny because I've just been like imagining you like sat on the toilet, like trying to not have a panic attack or something, and because that's what I'd be doing. And now they're just like all barged into the bathroom, and there's like 10 of them. And it's like, ah. That's my headcanon. Yes. What do I do? Do I fan? Do I use fan? Do I turn my fan on? I've got a fan. Why would I blow on them when I've got a fan? You see, if you're telling me to blow on them, I'm just going to put the fan on. Oh my god, this is so stressful. Trying not to. Okay. Now I can just sit back and let them fan. Dante, what are you doing? Don't lie on my keyboard, please. Do you want to leave? Or are you just rearranging? Ooh, we so almost lay down on the keyboard. That could have been funny. Apparently, these are fast dry as well, so fingers crossed. Like I've got, like I keep saying, guys, I've got a literal fan here. So if I can use a fan, I'm gonna just use a fan. Too much condensed speech. So I've painted my nails like twice before, and last time I tried the water trick, and that's not a hack. That's not a how to do your nails hack. That's a that's a good hack for fucking with people. Somebody was like, I'm gonna come up with a genius hack that looks really convincing and is actually like just invented to fuck with people. Like I bet you can buy like nail varnish that is designed to cure in ice water or whatever, rapid setting. But that in general is just not how any kind of like enamel or lacquer based product works. From my knowledge of many different types of lacquers and enamels. Why do I have knowledge on so much weird shit? Why do I know a stupid amount about lacquer and enamel? Why? So these acrylics, lacquer or enamel, what have I got? Ethyl acetate, So that's an acrylic. Okay, so these are acrylics. So these should be quite quick then. The second you see that ethyl acetate, butyl acetate, you know you're dealing with an acrylic with various lovely looking solvents, acids, and alcohols in it. Fun shit. Definitely good for me. Why are you retracting comments, huh? I get so annoyed when I look up and I see a comment retracted. Matte things, I've noticed that anything matte compared to gloss dries much faster. Like when working with things like spray paints and any paint, matte, like, just will always dry faster. Also, the faster something that is matte does dry, the more of a matte effect it has in general, I've noticed. It's like if you use like a matte varnish, but it dries in a cool area really slowly, it will dry like a satin finish sometimes, which is not what you want. For fuck's sake. God damn it. What's going on? Right, multi-ink, I've read that one, so you can try and delete that and freak me out. It won't work. I'm getting like pins and needles. Put my hand down for a bit. Oh, that's the great thing with this fan. I can just, I'm such an idiot. I can just have my hand on my lap and the fan on it, just chilling. Why did I have my hand in the air? Oh, God. Oh. And now Dante wants to leave. Oh no, rearranging himself or leaving. What you doing? Leaving. 1 second now. It is a fancy fan. John. Yeah, it's a good fan. It was like 30 quid. It's not like a proper desk fan to be. It is a proper desk fan. A really good desk fan, as I say, but it's very more multi-purpose than I expected, basically. It was 25 quid, I think, and got it for soldering. So it's a fan, but the fan's actually for sucking. And normally there's a carbon filter here. So carbon filter goes there, and the fan's blowing out this way, nice and cool. But with the carbon filter there, it sucks smoke and shit in, so it's for soldering. And that's also, as I've shown before, a variable light with different lighting settings as well. Sponsor me, Amazon, Daddy. Sponsor me, Daddy, Amazon. Could just make an affiliate link, couldn't I? Because that's a really cool piece of kit, isn't it? It's great, not actually that expensive. And it's USB. Yeah, I was breathing in lots of poisonous gases. And not the kind I intend to smoke in. Yeah, it's got a carbon filter, it's great. But yeah, it also turned into my like desk ring light and all sorts now. Just use it for everything. Yeah, and also my laptop cooling fan, because my poor Max fans don't really work anymore ever since that last pint spilt on it. And USB, I know, right? It's brilliant. It's literally brilliant. It's the best thing ever. So I've even like been able to use it outside and stuff, just plugged into a little USB battery pack. And yeah, it comes with a really decent like bench mount, really large bench mount that will fit onto most benches, like with a good vice. It's not going anywhere. Like, I did not read the sarcasm in that, and USB sold. I was like, and USB sold? And my brain was like, yeah, that's exactly how my brain works as well. That's definitely not being sarcastic. Murdered. God. Chat, you're horrible. You're all so horrible to me. Why is everyone bullying me? Everyone's nasty. It's my fault. I corrupted us all the other day with that fucking I corrupted us all the other day with reading those fucking books. It's my fault if everyone's being a savage. How do I know when it's dry? Like, is anyone keeping a timer on for me? Like, but if I touch it and it's sticky and it's not dry, it'll ruin it. Taste? You just lick it. Genuinely, just lick it. Somebody stop me. I'm gonna lick it. Just as you send that. Slightly sticky, but no flavour. So very little solvent smell left. Slight solvent smell left. Don't do solvents, kids. That's how I ended up with a hole in my brain. Not even a joke. So who needs some like advice from a major Chad such as myself? Like, who needs alpha male advice and sigma? I'm a sigma male. Who needs advice from a real sigma male? Like, yeah, there's definitely I mean, there's always a big delay, and it's hilarious because I have it on set to low latency. But no, as far as I was concerned, I was just like watching, and I was like, they're all chatting away all nicely, and then there was like a 2-minute pause or something. I don't know how long that pause was. Probably not that long, but my head made it out to be really long. It was like a 10-minute pause of silence, me just staring at the screen, and you like just waiting for me to lick it. So I just had to lick it. Ugh. Ridiculous. Horrible people. Horrible. Yeah. I like this color. This would be a really good thing to paint Pikachus on and Pichus on. That's what this would be good. And if anyone says minions, I will actually ban you. And that's not a idle threat. Like, you'll actually get banned. Like, or like banned for that. You'll get timed out. I will time you out for a minute if anyone fucking suggests minions. How can I get the strength to leave a shit relationship? Tell me, Sigma male. All right. Here's some chat advice for you from a real Sigma. You just gotta like stop. Okay. Take a deep breath. You know, just like ground yourself for a bit. Yeah, and then just like look inwards. Okay. Assess everything. Please, master. And then it'll magically get better. If that's a genuine question, I'll give genuine advice, maybe. Sorry. I'm still distracted by my nails. Oh, okay. That feels like that's dry. Cool. I've got a working hand again. Powering up. My head. In my head, I was just like an Iron Man turning my robot hand on. Sorry. Right, so I definitely need to do some cleanup on that because my liquid latex, liquid, my liquid latexing was useless. I mean, hell, I even got it on my fingertips. That's how talented I am. So now, what? I have a sick idea. I'm gonna get my masking tape. I'm gonna get my masking tape, which is just there. It's just there on the desk. I can see it. 30 seconds. Oh, I'm gonna do like a purple racing stripe. Purple racing stripe. Is that like too stupidly over the top? Like a Kill Bill racing stripe. Somebody come up with some idea of what I could do with some masking tape. Or if, yeah. It's a good idea. That's stupid but funny, but possibly good idea. It's that Sigma move, having a racing stripe. Because then it's like I'm in touch with my feminine side because I'm doing nails and doing nail art, but I'm still a man because I like cars. So I've got like a racing stripe, like a real man too. So that nobody can call me a pussy or anything. Because I'm still a real man, okay? Another 10 minutes. Put the tape 1/3 of the way down the nail and paint. But then if I do that, I'll look diseased. I think that will make me just look diseased. It'll look like my fingers are going yellow, like I smoked too much, and my fingertips are going yellow, and I haven't washed my nails in so long and scraped under them in so long they're going literally black purple, or like I've had them smashed into. Like just like smashed my hand into like a door, into a car door, had a car door shut on my fingertips. It was what that would look like, I think, if I go for purple then with purple tips. Not to just savage the idea, but I'm savaging that idea. Fast nails, exactly. Okay, listen to Bobo. Okay. No, guys, what is this purple tips idea? A dry pasta stripe. French nail tips, purple on yellow. It's a neon French tip. What is? Somebody just send a link in the chat so I can have a look at what you're saying. Like, remember, it's this. You're suggesting that together, yeah. Like, also racing stripe. Like, I am set on my racing stripe idea. Exactly. I have to show I'm manly still, guys. God. Also, so consider this is like household craft paint. What's this made from? I'm pretty sure it's also doesn't say. Fucking hell, this is an old bottle. How old is this? When the fuck was this made? No idea. This is ancient. I think this is probably about 25 years old or so, this bottle of enamel paint, but it still works perfectly. I was using it the other day. But like, couldn't I just use enamel paint as nail varnish? It's like the exact same thing. Draw a penis stripe for masculinity. Exactly. I need my go faster racing penis stripe. Fast and Furious, Nitro nails. Like, it's all, varnish and lacquer and enamel. It's all like, what would be the harm? What would be the harm? I might just eat into my nails a bit and dissolve them, possibly. Could possibly do that, I suppose. Maybe. It's like, my original idea before I thought, just try this properly, although I may still do this tomorrow now that they are sprayed up, is to then like completely cover my fingers with the latex, except for the nails, and then go outside with the spray paints. And I was gonna like do a hazy gradient using the spray, make like a gradient across the nails. But I also do know that from accidental trial and error that those spray paints are like dissolving my nails, the keratin of the nail or whatever it is. How wide does paint last so long? It depends on the paint. Some paints really don't. Acrylic and oil paints left in tubes, like those little small tubes, will go rock hard and be completely useless. But something like this sort of paint will just separate into its thinner component and its plastic components, its enamel components, and then that's white. Give it a proper shake, and it starts to make that rattle because I put a couple of coins in there to help it stir. But you really need to shake that for a while to get it all to mix up, and then it's just like amazing. And it's because kept in a tight, sealed environment with a solvent that is constantly trying to do its thing of being a solvent. They just can't ever degrade those sorts. Watercolor paints kept in tubes, or watercolor paints like liquid watercolor paints, if they ever go hard, if you ever like try and squeeze one out of a tube and it's rock hard, cut open the tube and just use it as a cake, use it as a regular like watercolor palette, it'll work the exact same. Very useful, very good. Yeah, well, that's what I am thinking, because like I've got fuckloads of acrylic, but I've got all the paints. So I was thinking like, yeah, I could do like try and do some like detail work, like a Pikachu face, as I say, possibly on the thumb, racing stripes on all the fingers, and the Pikachu face on the thumb. I'll try that next time. I CBA with that right now. That could be a future attempt. I need to get some new brushes, is my problem. Yeah. And so I'm going to need, I've got like a few different solvents that I can possibly use to try and clean it off my actual fingers, I guess. You can easily become allergic to acrylic, putting it on your nails close to cuticles like nail extensions. I'm now allergic to them from overuse. Really? That's pretty crazy. Did not know that that could happen. Right. How long has it been? I don't know. Wait like another 5-10 minutes and then we'll put the tape on. Okay. See, you guys have just been giving me like chick vice. This is meant to be Chad vice, and I'm just receiving chick vice. This is a failure on my end. Two different colors on a sponge. Oh, well, like when you're doing face painting, I guess, yeah, just put them and just smear that way. Yeah, that would work. I really need to clean my fucking air gun. I have an airbrush, but put like, I don't know, used it once like 3 years ago and haven't used it since. So it's probably fucked. Don't know. Okay. Cool. Just give my hands a little clean afterwards then. Cool. Cool. Alright. Bubbles, and then I'm doing this. You guys better not be screwing me here. What am I doing then? We haven't decided yet. Am I doing my racing stripe or am I doing this French tip? You've got to send me a link for this French tip thing. Somebody send a link in the chat for the French French tip, which again just sounds rude. Giving myself the French tip. There's dab emoji. Why are you doing a dab? Don't dab in my chat. Don't dab on me. You dab on your haters. Don't dab on me. You dab on the haters. Yeah. No varnish remover is like deadly stuff. It's like, if it's just acetone, normally, I don't know if there's like stuff that's different to acetone, but I've used, again, I bought and used the acetone for putting Lego together, like permanently sealing Lego together, because acetone on any kind of polystyrene plastic will just eat it and fuse it permanently together. That's how Legoland stays solid. It's all fused together with acetone, with acetone, acetone, acetone. But yeah, it's pretty grim shit to get all over your fingers. Like, I can't imagine that's any good for your nails at the end of the day, considering, again, it just eats plastic like it's nothing. She found out you can get like you can buy an acetone spray, can of acetone spray, and I was like, that seems a bit dangerous. And I was having a look at the warnings on it. I was like, oh, that's dangerous. Holy shit. Fun stuff. Like, I'm happy to use spray paint. Like, you can use this as a cleaner, but like the COSH level, the like health and safety gear you need for like acetone spray is a lot higher than for regular spray paints. Kangaroos. Exactly. I knew there wouldn't be colors this way round, because it would look like somebody's just like smashed my fingers in a door. You guys are advising me to go for the smashed in a door look currently. You know? And tried getting some paint off the shoulder, and I just, yep. Yeah. My first like 2 high-grade gum plickets have got some disintegrated parts in them. So then I found out that the best cleaner is lighter fluid. Zippo lighter fluid. Just get some Zippo lighter fluid, put that on like the end of a little cotton bud Q-tip thingy, and oh my god, that's such an effective paint cleaner. Like, the best paint cleaner I've used. Disgusting getting it on your hands. Try not to get it on your hands. But a much more effective paint cleaner for PS plastics. Cool. I'm about to see what my fingers will look like, broken in many places. Let's do it. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to work with, I mean, because also I don't have long fingernails, so I don't think that would work. Oh man, why won't Dante cuddle me? Gotta love them terps. Zippo lighter fluid, like not the butane petrol style lighter fluid, for just the best paint cleaner for modeling. Learned that one very recently. Like, really, really effective brush cleaner. Ridiculously effective brush cleaner. Like, the best brush cleaner I've ever used. All right. Why brushing a bottle of terps, cleaning my nails later? Oh, fuck. Fallout New Vegas stuff. I need to get magenta nail varnish and some black to that emoji, but that would be a really fun one to do. I do want to get some like black nail varnish as well, and then magenta is my favorite color on earth, so will inevitably get that colour if I decide that painting my nails is something I enjoy doing. And I enjoy anything that's remotely artistic. And I've done this multiple times before in my life and enjoyed it every other time. It's just always too much of a... Genuinely, last time I painted my nails was from like a year and a half, 2 years ago, quite a while ago. I was too embarrassed. Like, I kept hiding it. I was trying to be brave enough to let you guys see in the video, but I kept hiding my hands. And then, like, couldn't go to the shops for the next 2 days. And then in the end, just had to like desperately scrape all of it off my nails before I was like comfortable going out of my house, because I was just... that was before I was like out and shit and just not comfy being who I am and whatnot. And so yeah, just did it, and then told you that I was bisexual, and then Holly bleached my hair, and then I made it like magically pink, and I was like, cool, I'm finally happy with my appearance for the first time in my life. Never liked having brown hair, ever. Always wanted to, like, all the anime I watched, always wanted to have like pink or blue hair. God. Oh. Not allowed to move if cat's on you, and yeah, Holly, you can grab some later when. But I mean, if Dante's cuddling you, you're also not allowed to. Soz. Tough shit. Of course you can if you want. Yeah, all that just reminded me of this really sad story that I'm going to tell quickly, and then I'll tell it whilst doing my nails. Here we go. Here we go. I've lost the muscle. There it is, in between my legs. Obviously. Sad story. Time for a real sad story. Woo! God, almost spoke wrong. Okay, so when I was 13, my dad bought me my very own first mountain bike. I always used my brother's hand-me-down bikes until then. That was my first ever bike of my own, bought fresh. And you know, we went to the bicycle store, and spent like an hour there picking out the right one, and a helmet for it, and all gear for it, making sure it all looked sick, and it was all right. And I was immediately drawn. This beautiful mountain bike looked amazing. It was so cool. It was this amazing holographic purple. It was so cool looking. It was like a rock hopper or something like that. It was one of the cool. It was one of the cool brand. No, it was Specialized. That was it. Specialized, which is a good mountain bike brand. But it wasn't one of the cool bike brands. But it was a good mountain bike brand. But like all the kids were obsessed with either having a BMX or one of those rock hopper mountain bikes, even though they weren't actually that good. And yeah, I just loved that color. And was so excited to ride it to school. Rode it to school. I was a bit nervous pulling up to the bike shelter, because, you know, it's like some of the more like rough kids. I don't know. It wasn't even rough kids like in school. I don't know. It was just everyone hated me. I was just hated by everyone. So it was always going to be scary. And everyone was a rough kid to me. I was terrified of everyone. Even though, as I say, it was like the poshest, fanciest fucking state school ever, public school ever. whatever. And I pull up and I'm on my fucking beautiful, it's glistening in the sun, you know, it is sparkling, this beautiful, bright, deep purple. Looks amazing. I've got this nice purple and silver helmet. Yeah, I'm feeling boss. And pull up. And they're like, all right, Mo, all right, Pete, nice bike. And I'm like, cheers, yeah, just got it for my birthday. Yeah, why'd you get the gay colour? I was like, what? Yeah, purple's like, well, it's the bisexual colour. Do you like? Are you gay? Are you gay? That's like the colour. That's like the colour of benders, isn't it? And I was so upset. I was 12 or 13. I can't remember which birthday it was. It's either year 7 or year 8, and I was just too young to ever be able to defend myself, stand up for myself, or shout back at people because I was being beaten up a lot at that point. You know, I knew I couldn't defend myself in a fight, basically. And I just loved that bike so much, and it was so upsetting to hear all this. And I was just like, but I still like it. I was just after that too afraid to ever ride it to school ever again. And like, yeah, just sad. Just sad. I was too scared and too insecure and didn't want to be called gay every day all the time, which was happening to me constantly anyway. I don't know why the kids didn't like me or I was othered so badly. Sorry if that was depressing. Just happened. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll say to all my friends that do watch my videos, which is like 2 of them, but only one of them watches like most of them. But anyway, like, yeah, when I came out in that video, he was like, Pete, you buy them? And I was like, yeah. He was like, thought so, always knew. And then I told another friend, and he was just totally, all of them been so chill with it, literally so chill. Like, not one of them has ever given a shit, acted any differently. And he was like, oh, yeah. That explains why you're always like saying men are hot. I'm like, yeah. No, I'm not your type, am I? One of them. But again, he's my best friend. I've lived with him. He jokingly was all like, "Oh, you don't fancy me, do you?" Purposely being like a chavvy dumbass, and I was just there like, "Dude, you're not my type." Soz, bruh. And then he was like, "Good, good. What is your type?" It's really funny when your friends are like scared that they're your type, and then they find out that they're not your type, and then they're like triggered by that. It's so funny. So sorry guys, just love you as my friends. You're all beautiful looking men. But my god, no. And so as always, thank you Doodles for helping me figure out that bit about myself. Because I'd have never figured that one out without you. Literally. I mean, I'd figured it out, to be honest. It's something I'd figured out 10, 15 years ago. It's not something I'd have ever accepted or been comfortable with. Maybe that was why I was such a fucking twat bigot a little while ago. Because I was that stereotype of somebody who was repressing their own sexuality and in the process being a prick to others about theirs and other things, such as that. Funny old world. Yeah. God, I hope I haven't bummed you all out. Chat's gone dead. I'm so sorry. Just like depressed everyone with that story about my bicycle. I'm so sorry, guys. Let me tell you a happy story now. Like, let's think of a happy story. We can do it, Pete. Come on, Pete. You know happiness. Yeah, I know. I mean, I shouldn't really be complaining that you guys aren't talking. It's not your job to entertain me right now. It's meant to be my job to entertain you. Oh, lols. My self-prescribed job. I'm gonna try and take seriously for a bit. I'm determined. Like I was saying on Thursday. So this is the start of the week for me, Sunday, and I'm determined Monday to stream properly for a while, and so on and so forth until Thursday. Thursday will be a nice chill stream, and then I have Friday and Saturday off, and we're going to try, as I was saying, to turn this into a decent, like, regular thing. And I figure if I treat this like a job, then that's the way people will come to respect the work and effort I'm putting into this stuff, even if it seems like low effort. I don't know. I mean, it is low effort in a certain sense, but then at other times it's also, a 3-hour live stream in order to compress like 40 hours worth of research. Or, when I was doing the entire history of ISSTD and SRA and stuff, that was like 3 months of research and like a 40,000 word document and stuff, like compressed into a 3-hour live stream. So, sometimes I do put in the work. And so just Doodly. Again, thank you. Okay. We got our racing stripes. I think we're ready. Do it. I guys, can everyone just like tell Doodly to start art streaming? Because it will blow your fucking minds if she finally gets on with it. I was out in high school. My girlfriend and I tried to start an LGBT support group and got our lives threatened. Some dude compared gays to ISIS at American schools. Yeah. But that's just white schools, I must say. I'm just going to say that's white schools. I should know if I'm straight or bi, and I'm okay with that. I'm happy with my current fella. Show us your art, Doodly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but there's like for me, it's I've like accepted that I'm bi because my god, me and Doodles been together almost 5 years or so now, almost 6 years. No, I don't know. I forget. We'll work that out later. Madly in love, and have been as I say, the whole time. I was also in love with a man for 2 years of my life, like completely in love with him. But accepting those feelings was very, very difficult for me, and I did at the time and found them very, very confusing. Very confusing, because I also still at that time did lust physically after women, but I also did lust after him. It was confusing. Like being crude and disgusting here. Some TMI, but 16-year-old Pete, he'd only ever jacked off to straight porn and stuff. But then, like, the first person I ever made out with was a dude. So, life can be a funny old thing. Okay. I fucking didn't take the packaging off this one either. Alright. Okay. Wish me luck, guys. We're doing it. Doing it. Thoughts and prayers in chat for my lovely yellow nails about to get totally ruined by this brilliant / awful idea. What's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Fs or is it gonna be 100s? Ooh, like, was the first one too thick or was that one too thin? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to one stroke it. Oh no. Oh no, my taping. My inferior taping. That one ended up being a multi-stroke. How I managed to get nail varnish on my fingertips every time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That was intense. Oh. They should market. They should market nail polish to blokes with slogans like "hard as nails." Just tickled the fuck out of me. Oh my god! Black nail varnish, granite effect for men. Now your nails can be hard as nails. Brr. Long day at the yard. Working hard. It's time to protect your nails like a real man. Introducing hard as nails. Black granite effect nail varnish. Only for men. Not for girls. Advertising campaign nailed. Fucking nailed. Ah. Yeah. Doodles needs accounts without psychotic family members. Love you, mum. Just in case she's watching this. Yeah, men need nail varnish with menergy, right? Filled with menergy. So if it doesn't have menergy, then how are men going to use it? Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman. Dove. Sorry, doodles. Everyone go follow her on Twitter. She's funny on Twitter. She's good on Twitter. And she should post more of her art on Twitter. Just use Twitter for art from now on, I'd say anyway. Like, people are complaining about Twitter's algorithm, but it's a million times better than Instagram's. Instagram is shit for artwork. Compresses every bit of artwork you upload to it in 0% JPEG quality. Like, it takes anything good and destroys it. Oh, you guys must have seen classic Power Thirst adverts from like 2007 or something, from the early days of YouTube. Some of the best old school random YouTube humor that has aged so fucking well. It has aged so well by picking on fragile masculinity, fragile male ego. It's like the most timeless humor. Just saying, guys, if you don't think of yourself as a feminist and you watch my content, I'm sorry, you're a feminist. I've been converting all of you for months now without you realizing it. Subverting all of you into a leftist, feminist, anti-patriarchy way of thinking. Hope you don't mind. But yeah, the Power Thirst mock adverts are some of the greatest works of mock advertising ever created. Ever. They're just incredible. So good. Oh, I should peel the tape off. Should I peel the tape off so that I don't get left with like a big ridge and risk peeling it up and stuff? What I really what I really want to do is a live stream watching with you guys. I really want to do watching a documentary with you guys, which we might have to do even with my shitto internet and quality at some point soon, because it is the most powerful documentary I've watched in so fucking long. Basically about a bunch of like prison inmates, some of them serving mixed sentences though, learning critical feminist theory and learning what the patriarchy is and how half of 99% of the issues within their lives has come down to that most hated of catchphrases, toxic masculinity, because it has. Like, the patriarchy and masculinity has defined and ruined all of their lives, and it's watching them learn about it is so incredible. Anyway, peel or not to peel? Peel or not to peel? A couple of my favorite old cult commercial series, though, is Sagata Sanshiro series, which YouTube has compiled all of commercials in one, and Pepsi Man. Yeah, Pepsi Man's dope. My favorite advert ever made. I'm not going to tell you so that we can watch it together in a live. Sorry. I don't know what Scottish Censure is, but my favorite advert ever, and by favorite I mean it's the worst advert ever made, ever. And my god, it's a real like thing of the times. It's like post 9/11 Volkswagen car advert from and I think it's the French advert, the Belgian advert, the Italian advert for Volkswagen, their like new Polo at the time. Where a terrorist is driving in this Volkswagen and attempts to blow up the car, but the explosion is contained within the car, and everyone like around's like, oh, and the advert's like, you know, Volkswagen, safest cars around. Yeah. I don't know. Do I need a second coat? It's looking pretty deep, pretty rich. There's a series of adverts where the actor is Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider. Kamen Sentai. So I'm not watching it now either, that documentary. I'm just saying that will be something maybe we do this week. I will make sure I pre-warn of it on my channel or something. I'll try and I need to put out notifications using YouTube itself probably to notify people when I'm doing these live streams, shouldn't I? That'd be useful. Going for a second K then. So, of course, centrists are welcome, and so are righties. I want the right wingers and the centrists in here. They're the most welcome. They're more welcome than the lefty communists like myself, because else I'm just talking to an echo chamber and talking to people who already think the same way as me. And I'm just preaching to my own little choir, which doesn't mean a thing. It's far more useful if you don't agree with me on everything, because that's how the subversive messaging can take over. No, I definitely also want to start once these get a little bit bigger, and I'm sure at some point I will the other day we had somebody trying to troll and we handled him perfectly. It was so fun. And the more of that happens, the more fun it's going to be getting some of my political opinions across, because I struggle. I don't know, I'm semi good at debating, not amazing at debating. Depends where my mind is, basically. Sometimes I'm really good, sometimes I'm really bad. Sometimes I'm there fire. Sometimes my brain just goes dead. But I'm hoping I get some chance to do some like good, like whatever's. I just noticed that debate is like a hella important thing to Americans. You don't do debate clubs and that shit here in the UK really. My school had one for like 2 weeks, and I was that kid who obsessively went to it and did win all the debates. But like I know that in America debate clubs and stuff quite a big thing, and you love your debates, and like I love it. I wish our politicians and stuff debated like the way on your campaign trail you actually get to watch your fucking potential leader arguing against the other potential leader. You know, it was a shit show, sure, with Trump, but it was still a way for the public to actually like choose between two people at least. Whereas in our country, like it's so behind doors and sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, Garrow, that's it, Garrow. Yeah, he was great. Your politicians can't debate. I know. It's like Bernie Sanders is so great, but he's so shit at debating. He doesn't think of any of the good points that people like he doesn't think of any of the points that the people that debate on his behalf online would think of for him ever, and they can only think of these points because of the work that he himself has done on infrastructure and passing bills and things, and yet he never bigs himself up properly and defends his points at all, and then gets shat on by the media there, and I feel really bad for him. I've heard of Internet Archives. No, I've never heard of internetarchive.org ever. I don't use it for anything, and I haven't uploaded several things to it myself. In my classes, we would have to research both sides and come to class and be randomly given a side support. Then we would debate, and our points made our grades. Favorite days of mine. That sounds so fun. Like, yeah, you guys get taught pure sophistry and how to play devil's advocate, and that is what churns out all the Stephen Crowder debate Lord Andy's fucking edge lords. But oh well, it does sound fun. Not gonna lie, I'd have loved that class. Our presidential set debates would have actually been worth crap if the moderators hadn't forgotten their jobs to moderate, not jump in with an opinion. Yeah, agreed. I'm in the UK, but follow US politics. Have you seen tomorrow the first sentencing is happening with Jan Shake insurrectionists? Loads of people have been sentenced. What are you on about? People have been charged and sentenced already. The woman was fucking charged last week. Yeah, it was the first sentencing happened to that woman last week. I swear to God. Fucking swear to God. Yeah, it's that's the thing. Like our politics is really hard to follow because they don't ever say anything. Both are leading part. Like I know in America, you guys complain about Democrats and Republicans being the same. At least they talk differently. At least they externally appear differently to an extent. Tories and Labour are the same. Ever since Tony Blair and the Iraq-Iran war and stuff, when Tony Blair, like, he turned Labour into New Labour. He did reform the Labour Party into something known as New Labour, and we've had New Labour since. And New Labour are not like your Democrats. New Labour are like your Conservatives, and then the Conservatives are like Republicans, except they're much like your Republicans. Our Conservatives are not very Republican in that they love and fap off to the monarchy and love to suck a royal dick. Yeah, I knew somebody had been sentenced, but yeah, it was just like some stupid woman who had been with the Proud Boys or something. A proud girl. Yeah, but our politics is it's really hard to follow here in the UK. I try my hardest to every day. I try my absolute hardest to, but it's a shit show. Like they do lie more than yours. They are worse than yours. They are less trustworthy than yours. It has gotten worse somehow than American politics recently. since 2000, well, since fucking, again, as much as I fucking hate Blair, when Blair stepped down, we then had Gordon Brown for a year, and Gordon Brown, everyone hated at first. Gordon Brown was really good. In hindsight, Gordon Brown did nothing wrong and did a lot of good things and was just an honest politician, even if I disagreed with him on lots of shit. You know, he was a human, whereas Tony Blair was like an actual lizard person. But yeah, after that, obviously, Labour lost all power. Our third party, because we did used to have three parties here in the UK for the Americans. We used to have the Liberal Democrats, Conservatives, and Labour, New Labour. But in the 2011 general election, 2010, 2011, there was a split in the votes. There wasn't enough votes to form a decided majority for any one party to gain enough seats to declare victory in the House. It's the Liberal Democrats, Liberals, party who historically should have always sided with Labour, stabbed Labour in the back and sided with the Conservatives. Now, the Liberals got as many votes as they did that year because they had been running on two major campaign promises. One, legalising medical weed in the UK all the way back in 2011. And then their other campaign promise was getting rid of student fees for university and student debt. And so lots and lots of young people voted for them. Then they sided with the Conservatives, who their very first act in power, David Cameron's first thing to do to help recover from the recession and the credit crunch, was to triple university fees. They can go from $3,000 a year to $9,500 a year. So after that, Liberal Democrats proceeded to lose every single seat they held in the country in the next local elections, which are like your primaries, I guess, or more like voting for a governor sort of thing, or a mayor. But yeah, in our local elections, the Lib Dems then, like my area was Lib Dem, went Tory. Every fucking Lib Dem seat basically in the country disappeared. And now we're left with Labour, who have like 35% of the power, Tories, who have like 45% of the power, and then like 20 other parties, tiny amount amongst the rest of them. And they're all corrupt and evil as shit. And like every now and then you get like fairly, like you get the occasional decent Tory, just as like you get the occasional decent Conservative. And they inevitably get disenfranchised and shat out of the party. Like we recently had this guy called Rory Stewart, absolute legend, for some reason in the Conservative Party, despite being some kind of weird communist hippie, basically, like Eton, Oxford educated fucking conservative that really wanted places to be run by like people's councils and have like free public assembly council things where everyone in the country can vote on like every matter. It was total fucking like anarchist slash, like he was like, some of his beliefs are like proper like righty capitalist anarchist, and then some of them were full-blown neo-Marxist and the actual sense of neo-Marxism. It was great. Oh. Why don't you start titling your videos "Dumb Right-Wing Controversial Stuff Debate Idiots and for you to convert? Let the manipulation start and spice up the chat." Yeah, I mean, I instantly got one the second I mentioned transgender stuff in the title. So thank you, Katie Paints. Mondays, tomorrow's, whatever that day is, I'll have something spicy and controversial. Start leaving your ideas for me. I was going to say something else. Yeah, tomorrow I have a really exciting appointment with a new psychiatrist, which is really fucking cool. Been waiting months for this, but seeing a new private psychiatrist tomorrow, which is thick. Not seeing Zoom call, but yeah, get a new prescription sorted, which will be cool. Which I will definitely be making a video and telling you about when it's sorted. I didn't check to see if it was dry, and I just went and possibly got it on my face. I don't know. Whoa. Good Proud Boys and Pick Me Girls. The Americans have 3 technically, however, there was about 25 no party ones trying to run about 28 every 4 years. Yeah, but you don't have 3 parties. You have 2 parties in America, and like, what do you have? Like a Green Party or something as well, don't you? And they're not a real party. They're just not the same as like our Green Party. Like our Green Party is so fucking dumb. They have Brighton, one like place in the UK. It's like one of their seats, and maybe like one other place somewhere. And if anyone ever looked at their manifesto, they're just like, dudes, I'm like all for a bit of like communism and Marxism, as I say, but this isn't how to get it started by having in your manifesto that we're going to implement a 1 to 10 pay scale. Ergo, a CEO of a company cannot earn more than 10 times the lowest paid person in a company, including bonuses and stuff. Every single company in Britain would have left, would leave if they ever got in power, would have nothing. Everything would leave. To expect like the CEO of Asda or Tesco to only earn 10 times the amount of the cleaners. I mean, yeah, that would be a brilliant world. I'm not saying that would be wrong. I'm just saying it's so unbelievably stupidly optimistic. It terrifies people and turns them away. It makes them think you're crazy people. Tony Blair was the Grinch, is the Grinch, still is the Grinch. Obama centrist. Obama's so fucking right wing. It's amazing. It's incredible how much of a right wing nutter is Obama is. That's the thing. Your left wing party is right wing as fuck. There's just extreme leftists in your left wing party. But Obama was no different to Bush, really. He was better than Trump. I'm not going to say about like the generic shit people say about Obama, but he did a lot of bad too. He really did. That's not just like the conspiracies. It's like, I mean, Trump overtook his drone strike record, to be fair. But, you know. I was expecting the 10 years minimums per the recent changes about damage to federal property I've heard talked about. Oh, for that person, yeah, no. Yeah, like, what was it, 10 years for damaging a statue or something? Defacing a statue. But rifling through your fucking Capitol Hill senator's building thingy. Oh my god, like having a rummage through Nancy Pelosi's drawers. Not in the dirty sense. Yeah, you'd think it'd be a bit more, wouldn't you? Have I heard of that QAnon nonsense last year? Keith, you're not one of my old subs, are you? You're a new sub, or not even subbed. Come sub. Well, you must be subbed if you're chatting, but you're a new sub. You have some videos of mine to catch up on. Yes. As far as I know, I wasn't the first person in the UK to talk about it, but I was the first person in the UK to make a video. No, I definitely wasn't. There's definitely others slightly before me, but I'm one of the first people in the UK to make a video about the fact that QAnon had spread here to the UK earlier this year. Like QAnon are here in the UK. Hello, Potter. He's back. I'm a massive lefty, but one of my friends in the US is a Trump supporter. Makes for some interesting convo. My brother is a Trump supporter and right wing and a bit of a conspiracy theorist and doesn't believe in COVID and doesn't think the jabs are real vaccines and thinks that they're putting like nanofibers in the face masks and a whole load of other stuff that I am too tired to bother debating with him because it gets like just emotionally exhausting and stressful for him, for me, because I deeply love my brother and he's always been one of my best friends. But yeah, he believes some fucking wackadoodle shit these days. It's quite funny. But then he thinks I believe some wackadoodle shit, and I've always seen him as the more intelligent brother. Like, he's only got ADHD. Only. He doesn't have all the other problems like me. He's not as special as me. He managed to not drop out of university and, get a really good stuff and run his own business and things. I love the shit out of my brother, but he believes some crazy shit. Nails drying. I'm not going to do another coat as well because I've just let it go too long. So I'm going to do the peel in a sec. I'm only doing one hand tonight because somehow one hand took like 2.5 hours. You know me. Obama's not a centrist. He was left mainstream in his ideas for the most part. No, he's fucking right wing was Obama. He was like maybe lefty to you Americans, but to the rest of the world, your centrist leftists are right wing, which is right why your right wingers are just fascist as far as most of the world is concerned. Like this is where America has gotten so confused by your own discourse and your own like news media and opinion on things, and like just by how desensitized to everything you guys have become. Your left-wing party is not left-wing. They are right-wing. Your right-wing party is fascist. Actually fascist. No longer proto-fascist would be fair, but I think they are fascist since Trump, since the last year of Trump's presidency and since the insurrection. They can no longer be called proto-fascists. They attempted their own fucking Night of the Long Daggers. You have your own brown shirts and the Proud Boys, the MAGA boys, they just do all those fucking groups. So your right wing party, which supports it as well, and keeps saying your last election was a fraud and stuff, is fascist. Your left wing party is right wing. Sadly, in Europe, it's all gone fucking right wing as fucking crazy as well. To the point that they're banning or allowing workplaces to ban Muslim women from wearing hijabs, which I think is the most disgusting action the EU court could ever take. I've always been so fucking anti-Brexit, so anti-Brexit. Except now, the EU is charging their countries money, all the EU nations money to start building their own EU army, because NATO and stuff isn't enough. And they've passed a law that makes it so that workplaces have the right to refuse their employees their religious freedom. They can tell somebody to take their hijab off. It technically applies to any article of religious clothing, but Christian ladies wearing their crucifixes under their shirt, well, they're not going to be told off. Sikhs wearing their bracelets aren't going to be told not to take that off. It's the scary Muslim ladies and their terrifying hijabs. No Jewish guy in a skull cap's going to have that happen to them. This is typical persecution against the most persecuted group, Muslim women, becoming codified and sanctified into law in Europe, which is kind of fucking terrifying. And so for like those two things, I'm like, holy shit, maybe Brexit was a good idea. Maybe I am happy we've left the EU now, because that's the most barbaric. Like, I fucking hate most religious beliefs, as most of you guys know. I'm not exactly pro-religion. I've chatted enough shit about Islamic beliefs myself on this channel, but my God, I would never dare, ever tell somebody to remove an item of an article of faith or anything along those lines. Just go fuck yourself to even think you have the ability to do that. But they do now. They do now, and that terrifies me, to be honest. Let's have a look what you guys are saying. Read the Antifa Manifesto book. Rabbit hole in itself, I bet. Dad's a Trump supporter. We have good chats about stuff, and he's respectful of our beliefs. I think he's one of the better ones, but I'm probably biased. I subbed when the dissociated debacle was happening. Cannot spell the name. But did you sub when the original dissociated debacle happened, or when the reignited debacle happened? That's the next question. It was a few months ago. Yeah, right. Yeah, so there's some more vids for you to watch. Just, so, I mean, yeah, that stuff that it's to do with it's the live streams basically I did back then. I covered the QAnon links. Although, oh fuck, I had to unlist them. Sorry, I'm talking about unlisted videos that I am going to be relisting soon once the court case is over. I cannot talk any more about it because I don't want to get fucked. that's if you look on my Twitter, you can get a vague understanding. I made some videos about the thing I'm talking about on Twitter, but like I'm not gonna have them back up until the court case is done because I do not want to interfere with it. I need this court case has to go through untouched, unharassed, and it's already had people harassing it and trying to fuck it up because they're evil, pure evil. Basically, as far as I'm concerned, these people trying to get in the way of the court here. Malignant, malicious fantasists and liars. But keep trying to explain that to people and explain what's going on in the UK. Some Americans think the Tories are centre left. Tories centre left. No, our Tories are also like Boris is a proto-fascist. He is. Again, Boris has been so bad. He's made Theresa May like somebody that we all keep speaking about. Like we miss Theresa. Like Theresa was the least decent, you're the least honest. You know, like Boris and his cabinet have been. It's literally been like that Trevor Noah sketch where he's talking about having an African dictator in charge of your country. That's how it's felt for this last year with Boris and his cronies and his Gestapo and stuff. Oh God. Oh no. Oh. 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 Oh, the really old ones I myself privated because like my original videos on Dissociated, there's one that's got like 48,000 views or something, and it received like 1,800 comments from people. Most of those comments telling me stuff like they wanted me to kill myself because her stands went livid. And now fucking Hassan RB is ripping into her in his live streams, and nobody gives a shit because of Grandad. Yeah, I taped too early and I've completely ruined it. I'm so annoyed because it looked so good and I've done fucked myself, I think. I mean, for a first attempt, but what you might not be able to see is it's lost its gone mottily. It's not perfect and smooth anymore. Jesus, that sounds awful. Doesn't help that a YouTuber couple dealt 2 days ago. Literally, someone in YouTube call demonetizing 300 vids if there's an 8 hours timestamps per, so one by one. Future, do a top coat. See, nice that I applied the tape too soon. I thought we'd wait. We waited like 15 minutes. Oh my God. And this is tape for doing this. This is like my specific fancy 3mm wide modeling masking tape specifically for this sort of thing. And it was still too, it's like extra unsticky and it was still too sticky. Got my Chad racing lines still, so I'm still happy. But oh my God, what happened to that one? I tried so hard. They were being very unsmart. I'm just gonna wait for this to dry more and then probably go completely over it with yellow because I'm sad. I'm sad now. Pickle. It was so good. I was so hype and excited. So I've got my fucking Chad lines. You know, because I'm a real man that does nail varnish, is in touch with their feminine side, but like, dude, I also like cars and stuff. Like, some of them work perfectly. It's not that the fast stripe didn't work, it's that my taping failed, and, like, this finger and my thumb, apparently I must have put more varnish on them because they weren't as dry, and so the tape has, like, peeled some of the varnish off, leaving us, like, mottle, and then on my little finger, I didn't tape very well, and the tape's peeled off some of the varnish, and it just looks like I've stuck my finger in a bleeding arsehole. Sorry. Right, well, Chad advice for the night, guys. If you want to do Chad go faster stripes on your nails, is like you gotta wait like an hour or something to do your Chad lines. Okay. I will get these Chad lines perfect for tomorrow's stream. Not on stream. Tomorrow's stream is serious streaming. Serious stream. But I will get the Chad lines ready. No, you're meant to compliment it. Shut up, multi-ink. God. I'm gonna time you out. Jesus. Offensive. Ugh. How dare you? Here I am, trying my hardest not to break down live on stream because I fucked my nails. And you just go in with the, yeah, that doesn't look appealing. Sorry. It's so bad you have to apologize to me how bad it looks. I mean, I am crushed and I'm dying inside, and it's all your fault. And I'm going to cry myself to sleep now. Please don't take that seriously. I sometimes forget that lots of people don't when I'm acting. Lines. I mean, it almost looks cool when you just look at those two. There we go. I'm like a fucking e-boy. Wait. This is hilarious. All last year, I kept thinking about doing a video of my e-boy transformation as a joke. And I've actually, like, unironically, over the last 6 months, like last summer, I wanted to make a joke video about turning myself into a TikTok e-boy. And what has happened over the course of these last 6 months, I've unironically become E. I just do not have the skills and patience for this right now, apparently. Oh, I'm so upset. It's going so well. I did. I manifested it. I used my Wiccan powers to manifest the E. He's a real E-boy. And Anna very smart. Mm-hmm. That moment when you make a nice hot coffee for the stream, 2 hours, 40 minutes later, you almost spill it on your Mac. God, that was close. 2 hours, 40 later, it's really cold. I waited like 15, 20 minutes. You said wait 10 more. I waited like 15. So it was your fucking fault. Jesus. God. Useless. Best meme. I miss PewDiePie's meme review, and meme review was still funny and good. Like, I miss PewDiePie. I know he's still about, but there was like a year where I just found him the most entertaining thing on earth. And that was a good year of finding PewDiePie hilarious. It's good stuff. Facts. Actual facts. It was like he'd stopped playing Minecraft. It was great. Yeah, so by the way, your fault. It was after his Nazi cancellation. Yeah. And Doodly was like, but he's not a Nazi. And so I watched some of his content and I was like, oh yeah, he's not a Nazi. He's just an idiot that made a big mistake on a big platform. But I still love that boy. PewDiePie's my type of man if he were like a foot taller. Yeah, well, I'd never watched him until people like the mainstream media started having issues with him, and then I watched him, and I was like, oh, he's just a bro. He's just one of the bros. I like being a bro. I'm one of the bros. No, I'm actually a real Pewds fan. Even like done him a fan art for the sake of the Reddit karma. Yeah. All right, I need to go to the toilet and eat some food. So I'm gonna chill out now, I think. Tomorrow, what was my deep dive for tomorrow? I know I have a exploration on something for tomorrow. So I need to get you hyped up with spoilers, obviously, for tomorrow's shit. I've said loads of shit that's bad and fucked up loads of times, and you just have to apologize and mean it. It's simple. Learn from mistakes, apologize, grow, and actually people like you for that. I've found it's good. It's good. Well, I've not watched Pewds for like the last year, in fact, but like I watched him hardcore for like 3 years. He's one of the inspirations to me YouTubing. Just being like, just gotta fucking try it. He just fucking tried it. I was like, just gotta fucking try it. It's fun. Yeah, Minecraft's awesome. I fucking love Minecraft. I when I play it, I end up playing it non-stop for like a week addictively, and then don't touch it for a year, and then I'll play it addictively for a week, and then yeah. I uploaded one video to my account a couple of years ago because I was the only one recording a particular panel at DragonCon, and spent 2 days arguing with someone this year about sound. Most of this was I recorded well. Yeah, that sounds cool. It's like a sci-fi con, I guess. That's cool. Oh. My favorite like Pewds actually gaming stuff is his oh my god, it's playing like some really annoying game, this impossible platformer. I'm just watching him slowly fall to insanity playing that, and a few other guys. I've watched a bit of PewDiePie gaming, to be fair, in my time. Right, what am I doing tomorrow? I was trying to remember what I'm doing tomorrow to get you guys hyped up and filled with anticipation / dread. And I can't remember. Not Amnesia. Fuck Amnesia. No, not him playing that. That was shit. No, I'm thinking of like this shitty like 2D platformer game that he was playing and getting really wound up by. Amnesia shit. The scary game I've ever played. I was so unimpressed by Amnesia. So much hype about it. I'd never watched a video about it. Never played it. So hyped to play it. It's just like 6 hours walking around, nothing happening, bored as shit, doing some shit puzzles, and then avoiding some shit monsters. And then there's that bit where there's like some water and some invisible monsters in the water, and you've got to jump from crate to crate. And like with my MLG pro great gamer skills from all the Mario and shit I've played in my time, I was like jumping from box to box. And also I played fuckloads of Half-Life, and it's like, if you like Amnesia, it must have been originally built as like a demo in like the Source engine or something, but you know, you're just bouncing around from box to box. It's so fun. Dude, I was just sat there like, the monsters are you. I was like, no, they're not. Mario skills like a pro. I really need to play more Fall Guys because I'm good at platform games. Although I'm not as good as my brother again. That's where his ADHD skills come into mad power. First two fear was good. Callie never responded to my second stream. No, sadly, and they've blocked me and stuff. Sad times. I haven't done any more looking into them since then either. Like, I do need to see what websites are about again and stuff. So we'll possibly do a little look at that tomorrow, maybe. No, I wasn't telling them about that, Doodles. That's something that I am going to talk about tomorrow, but there's a deep dive that I need to do tomorrow, and I can't remember which deep dive. That's the appointment, guys. I'm getting myself a legal cannabis prescription. My mental health conditions are sufficient. So, yeah, that is something I might just talk about tomorrow once that's done, because that's pretty hype. But I want to make like a proper video about the process and stuff of getting it sorted and stuff. But yeah, I have my appointment for my legal cannabis prescription, which is my medical cannabis prescription, which is fucking exciting for me. It's not like they legalized it for medical usage last year. No, year before last, 2019, end of 2019, and just didn't tell anyone about it. Yeah, they just didn't tell anyone. But it's, you remember there was all that stuff going on with like the Pope, like taking a kid out of like some English hospital to send him to Italy so that he could be treated with cannabis oil for his epilepsy and stuff. And then after that, the Conservatives were like, okay, we'll legalize medical cannabis, but it's under the supervision of doctors as to what ailments they can prescribe it for, and a license to prescribe cannabis costs a doctor something like £80,000 a year. So there's not many doctors. Your local GP will not be able to do it. But there's a couple of private clinics in the UK, and I've gone with one called Sapphire Clinics, who, sadly enough, are based in Guernsey, where they should have like a walk-in fucking clinic. Yeah, exactly. That's right. No worries, dudes. Don't feel bad. But yeah, yeah, there's a few clinics, and so I was having a look at them because I was sure it was only for severe epilepsy, cancer patients. No, it's down to doctors. It's down to the doctors. It's entirely down. The government has no control, as is the case with basically all medications. It's actually not down to them. It's down to the doctors. Same as with laws. It's down not really to the government. The government can pass laws, but it's down to police to enforce them. And there is a separation between police and state in our country. And doctors have the power to prescribe anything as long as there is a good reason for it, basically. And in this case, they need to apply for a license to show that they understand it, blah, 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 blah. Guernsey's laws around drugs, full stop, are fucked because they have a really bad drug problem there. But yeah, you can walk into the dispensary there like it's American style. And that's they have like 30 of the best psychiatrists in the UK working for them there because they get paid a lot, I guess, there. And yeah, that's also where all the best psychiatrists have gone to, is the weed clinics in the UK. And it's not just for kids with epilepsy, and it's not just oil, and it's like it is in America. And it's here now, and they've just not told anyone. So I'm making a fucking video about this. Yeah, it's not that expensive either. I'm just putting it out there, and they've actually got an offer on it. It sounds like sketchy when I talk about it this way, which is why I want to make a proper video about it. But it's all up. It's amazingly upfront. It's just where it is new. They're running a trial at the moment, so if you're one of their first 2,000 patients, it's half price. So I've like background checked my doctor, as you guys know I do, and he's one of the highest qualified fucking doctors, psychiatrists in the UK, and a specialist who's been working with bipolar, PTSD, and trauma for like 30 fucking years and runs his own ward in one of the best private hospitals in London. And I'm getting a 40-minute consultation with him for the start the process. Well, not I've started the whole process. This is the final consultation. 40-minute consultation with him. This is my final consultation and it's like £80. It's not for CBD. It's weed, THC, actual weed. Shipped to my door, and yeah. So I'm tomorrow. My appointment. Got that 4:30. I'm fucking excited because I just like talking to real doctors as well. I find them fascinating people to talk to. Just smart people are fun to talk to, and anyone like it's always fun talking to somebody that has the ability to just understand you and analyze you. I don't know, scary but fun. And so yeah, maybe I'll just spend tomorrow chatting about that. We will see, and then a deep dive on something else. Well, this will be a deep dive, basically. Yeah, tomorrow's live stream, the deep dive into England's very available medical cannabis. Cool. I'm gonna leave it there, loungers. If you haven't liked this yet, I'm sure you all have. And make sure you're out tomorrow. I'll be streaming hopefully from 8. You know me, it might be from 9, it might be from 10, it might be 2 hours, it might be 4 hours. Let's get hyped. Let's get excited. And oh, actually, before you lot go anywhere, for you 9 that are still here, we'll see how many are still here when I'm done saying this bit, though. Oh gosh, for you faithful 9, those in the cult of Grandad, the true loungers, the lounge of 9. Oh no, it's 10 now. Ruined. You lot, go watch this video of mine. Laptop's so slow. Why are you so slow? Oh my god. Trying to do more than one thing at once is not this thing's favorite. It's annoying too. A friend still can't get access legally, but the CBD she's gifted every Dragon Con allows her to actually stand up for them to mobility. Jesus Christ, yeah. Yeah. And that's how it's been here in the UK for so long. Like people having to like have like weed packages smuggled to them and stuff from like Canadian and Californian dispensaries, like working with these desperate mums desperate to not see their kids having fits every day and shit. And our government was just like, nah, stick them in hospital, give them benzos. Oh, they're brain damaged in a coma and unable to live, and probably, just gone age 4 or 5 from all the seizures. Oh, no weed for you. That was like happening en masse. So that's changed now, at least, which is good. But because our government's shit and they don't want people to know, they are making sure that nobody knows about the accessibility to cannabis that there is now. It's odd. I know exactly why it is. So final conspiracy theory as well before we go. Not conspiracy theory, this. I know this is a fact. This will happen. I will put money on this at the bookies, to be honest, which is that the Tories in the next general election, if it looks like they're going to lose, they will announce that they're legalizing cannabis. They will. That's why they've not done anything with it yet and don't talk about it. That will be their we're going to win maneuver. Why do I say this? Well, I mean, Theresa May's husband, and she is still a Tory backbencher. Theresa May's husband, he owns the only legal cannabis farm in the UK. He sits on the board for it anyway. The only legal cannabis farm. So the Tory government has family members that own a monopoly on cannabis production, legal cannabis production in this country. So, the initial legalization would be still, you're only allowed to buy their stuff, I imagine. But eventually they'd legalize it to growing as well. But yeah, the UK is also, amazingly, because of that, cannabis farm that there is in the Midlands that the Tories own. The UK is the world's largest exporter of cannabis goods, despite it being illegal to smoke and stuff here. We are the world's largest exporter of cannabis products because Sativex and cannabinol and all of that stuff, the oral sprays and tinctures, were first developed here in the UK to be shipped to Canada and America ages ago. It's pretty impressive maneuver, to be honest. It's like a skillage move of theirs. Make it illegal, then monopolize it, the growing of it to only one company that you own, and then ship it all around the rest of the world for huge profit, whilst keeping your own population depressed and fucked so that you can win a general election at some kind of point. It's a powerful strat. Go watch this video after this, guys. If you haven't seen it before, you'll learn a lot about me. Yeah. I eat bad food. Too much chocolate. Well, and obviously Labour would contest with legalizing as well. Like, it would be legalized, or like all the parties are going to have to push for legalizing in the next election. There's no other choice. Right. Catch you all tomorrow, guys. It's been fun. Hopefully these will be improved upon. Thank you for your advice. And I think we've come up with a new style here. Chad lines. If anyone wants to do their own Chad lines and send pictures in the Discord, that would make my whole week. Peace.